All right, let's get into it. Kitasan Black, Fallout Core 2. Here we go. So, follow up to the last video. Let's just talk about some more things, right? Uh, I just a TLDR from the last vid, and some people understood, some people just don't, right? I am trying to warn you now. If you're a free to play player or a light spender, give up on SSRs. Don't look at them. Don't think about them. Ignore them. They are not for you. The way this game works, unfortunately, because it is a very good game and I love the franchise. I've loved this franchise for 4 years. I'm very happy. I never thought this game was going to come to the US and global. Mostly because I my girlfriend played the JP version and like I saw how fucking horrible the gacha was and how predatory it was, and I was like, there's no way this will ever fly in global. Unfortunately, we're kind of like going through the same thing that happened during Genshin, where Genshin came out during COVID, and people just like people are so down and out that they're looking for any hit of dopamine they could get, and like they also had an abundance of just thousands of dollars of free money the government was giving people. So a lot of that just went to absurd $1,000 pulls on Genshin Impact, all kinds of shit like that. I am just gonna tell you right now, if you don't have like 5K plus a year to burn on this game, you need to just give up any thought or notion of like, I'm going to pull all these SSRs. It's just like, I'm just warning you now. If you don't want to believe me and you think you know better, go for it. I don't care. I'm just trying to help not only like people who are new, because this game is bringing a lot of people who are not typically gacha players. Now, I avoid gacha games like the plague. If you don't know, a long time ago, we used to cover them. I used to be like the number one Crossing Void content creator in person who covered that game. I had a lot of bad blood with a lot of other like gacha creators because of that game, because just like this, I warned people, right? I warned people against pulling on certain banners. It's like, hey, don't pull on this. If you're free to play, you need like 5 dupes of this character for it to be good. And, and years later, I was justified. A lot of people came back to those videos and told me I was right and thanked me and said they should have listened to me. But I'm just trying to be a voice of reason. This game, I played every gacha game, every MiHoYo game, like all of them, Wuthering Waves, all that shit. I played everything. I'm telling you, this is, if not the most predatory gacha like literally ever made, it's up there. It's up there, like top 3. This is one of the most unfriendly, like consumer unfriendly gacha games ever conceived. Like, it's really bad, and I don't think even the whales understand how bad it is yet. This game, there's a reason why it makes $3 billion a year just in Japan. There's a reason. Because it is extremely predatory. Your best bet is to set reasonable expectations for the game now instead of later. Okay? I'm just going to tell you now. If you're a light spender, just give up. Don't bother. You either need to commit like $500 a month, or you might as well just not spend, because you're not going to get anything out of spending. Just don't do it. Okay? I'm promising you, it is not worth it. These guys are notorious for never discounting currency. They're notorious for never releasing any kind of like tickets, like SSR tickets. They usually only do that like during the anniversary. They're notorious for this. It's really bad. Like, the game is good. We can all like the game, but you also need to have reasonable expectations, right? You are never going to be competitive in PvP. You're just never going to be competitive in PvP. Period. You're not. Just like, so give up that notion. It's not going to happen. You can maintain pretty high PvP levels as a free to play, playing smart, and playing correctly, but you're not ever going to be like the top percent of the game. You're not going to be getting the 2000 whatever or 19 something carats that like the top PvPers make every month, right? You're not getting that. Okay? It's $22 USD plus tax per 10 pull. That's fucking mentally insane. Let that sink into your head. You're paying $22 plus tax every 10 pull. The side games is so greedy and so fucking retarded that it costs more to buy 5,000 carats than it does 2,500 carats. Okay? Go look at the store yourself and just add it up. If you've been buying the $77 or whatever the fuck pack, you've actually been getting scammed. Like, they're literally scamming people. I don't know how people aren't making a big deal about this, by the way. It's actually mind-blowing. Like, this is the dangers of gacha games. I think everybody who's pulling now understands how bad the rates are in this game and how bad, like, just the banners are. Like, how predatory it is. Like, I think everybody at this point understands. Like, even the whales. Like, even the people who like are used to gacha games are like, holy fuck, this is bad. Like, when I see Tectone going like, holy fuck, this is actually horrendous, like, it's bad, because that guy, like, this is all he plays is gacha games. I'm telling you, this game is one of the most predatory gachas of all time. I don't even want to know how much money Bibu has spent, by the way. Like, I caught a couple clips of her playing the game. Her account is fucking insane. And I'm just like, there ain't no way she hasn't dropped like 10 grand. Like, she has to be like at least $5,000 in the hole already. Not even in the first month of release, by the way. They haven't even released the good support cards, or the Kitasan Black's the first good support card. There's way more coming. Okay? We're not even in the stamina, the power, the wit, the gut, we're not even in those yet. Okay, we're still in the first default career. It's one of the worst ones. It's like I could show you what I mean by that in a minute with this website. It's one of the worst careers. Like, every card is basically the same, and then like half the stuff is useless. Like wit, gut is super useless in this career. You basically just want to have either you're just gonna run like a full like speed power deck or like a speed stamina deck, whether you're a medium long runner or you're a sprint short, right? I can't stress it enough. Give up on SSRs. Do not care about them. You don't need them to play the game. Even to be like somewhat decent at PvP, you don't need them. Now, if you get them over time, that's great. But don't ever, like, you see a banner coming and everybody's having like this FOMO, like just put it out of your mind. I'm telling you, you're gonna regret it. Because when like the good horse girls start coming out, because yes, there are good horse girls. Like, guys, like, I don't know. I try to explain this to you. We are like we're right here in like terms of total amount of horse girls released. This is how many horse girls are in the game, and they keep adding more. And you also got to remember there's skins on top of this. Okay, that's the base. That's how many base horse girls there are. Tokai Teo has 2 extra copies, and you have to pull these. They're not just like cosmetic skins. They're entirely different characters with different abilities, and they have different ratings. Like, this is like Tokai Teo's like best version, right? Like, this is our highest placing version, right? There's different abilities and everything. They're completely different characters, right? Like, and you got to remember the rates on these are just as bad as the support cards. I don't think you understand how impossible it is to be a light spender or a free to play and have remotely any chance of pulling like any of this shit. This game, okay, so like, I mean, we can just address it but nobody's gonna bring this up, unfortunately. No big content creator is gonna cover this. It's unfortunate because we could make this a good game, and global, you like, if you bitch enough to these companies and you fucking strangle their money and their income, they will change things, right? Like, you could force side games to change the global version to be more friendly, have cheaper currency, have higher rates. We definitely could do that. It's been done before. It can be done again. Unfortunately, it requires people with big platforms to do it, not me. This game is extremely predatory. This game is like the epitome of zero middle class. There is no middle class in this game. You're either part of the poor or you're ultra filthy rich and you're just spending thousands of dollars a month. There's no in between. Like if you're thinking about casually spending in this game, it is not worth it whatsoever. Like at all. It's super not worth it. Don't do it. Just save your money, spend it in another game where it is worth it. It's super bad. I can't stress this enough. It's so bad, guys. Like you've seen nothing. You've seen nothing. If you think this banner was bad, by the way, wait till you see the Super Creek banner in like 2 months. Wait till you see that banner. I'm not going to spoil it for you. Just wait till you see that banner. You think this banner's bad when you're getting the best speed card in the game and one of the best stamina cards when it's maxed out. Like, Centono Diamond has terrible skills. Well, she's a debuffer. So she's actually good if you plan to make like debuffers in the future. And when she's maxed out, she is actually a top tier stamina stick. So she has value. All right. The Super Creek rerun banner, because they never ran the first one, but they're running the rerun apparently in like 2 months or a month and a half or something. That banner is insane bait. You want Super Creek, but you don't want to pull that banner. Trust me, you don't want to pull that banner. You are literally throwing carrots out the window, because if you pull the other card that's on that banner, you're fucking retarded, because that card is literally the card is literally useless. It only works. I'll just spoil it, whatever. So the card, right, is Tazuna. If I remember correctly, Tazuna is the other card that runs on that banner. Now, the irony is Tazuna only works in URA career mode. When this banner drops, I'm pretty sure like that same month we start the new career where Tazuna doesn't actually work. So if you roll on that banner, this is how bad this game and how fucking predatory it is and how bad Cygames is. You're literally throwing every time she comes up and you roll and you get her instead of Super Creek, you're fucking hemorrhaging money. It's just throwing money out the window because you're rolling essentially a dead card that has no place in the game. Like this card that has no place in the game at all past this career. Like you never use her again. So I'm just telling you now, it gets so much worse. We don't have the good horse girls, right? So like these newer horse girls, you know, especially my girl right here, like I'm definitely like can't wait for this horse girl to show up. One of the strongest horse girls in the entire game, even in JP. You're gonna have to spend 30,000 carats to get her. Like, do you understand this? It's the same rates. You can't just play with the same 10 horses the entire time. You want the horses, right? Because some of them are like substantially better. They have way better skills. They have way better ultimates. They have way better inherent stats. They have way better potential stats. Evolved skills are better. They're literally just legitimately better. There is a tier list to characters. I know some people were trying to convince people that like, oh, they're just skins. Like, and the support cards are all that matter. No, the support cards are like, if anything, the horses are actually more important later into the game's life than the support cards, to be honest with you. So, because it doesn't matter if you have all the best support cards, if like you're running like one of these like really weak characters, somebody with like mediocre cards is gonna have a character that just runs better than you. Like, there's nothing really you can do about it. They're just gonna have skills that you don't have. You're not gonna be able to access. So, just keep that in mind. Like, every one of these you're looking at 30k. That's for like $400 $500 for every single one of these characters almost every time, if you want to guarantee them. Now you can get lucky, you can always get lucky, but how lucky you're gonna get? You're gonna get lucky every time? Do you know how much currency you get on a month-to-month basis as a free-to-play? Because you got a lot right now, and this is why I said, you know, maybe you guys don't want to go all in on Kitasan. Like, if you're not re-rolling, right? If you're not re-rolling and you haven't already played, right? So you haven't played the game yet. You didn't get the free SSR, poverty card. because that's what it was. It was a poverty card. It's a super bad card, but like it's better than nothing. If you didn't get that, which you should have, and if you did get it, you shouldn't reroll. Like if you're already been playing the game, you shouldn't reroll. By the way, for Kitasan, just borrow her. Okay. But if you haven't played the game, yes, you should absolutely be re-rolling, and you should at least start with 3LB Kita. If you don't, you're literally just fucking yourself. Like you're either try to get like at least like 2 or 3 LB Super Creek, or get 2 or 3 LB Kitasan. Like you have to start with one of the stronger cards. So Super Creek and Kitasan have infinite longevity in the game. Super Creek will remain like the best stamina card for the foreseeable future. She is like actually for Super Creek is literally mandatory. So that's why I told people to focus on Super Creek and not Kitasan. Kitasan is not mandatory right now. Like there's plenty of good speed cards. All the SR speed cards are very good, very easy to max. You don't have to worry about them. You can max all of them. They're all very, very good. So we just like, this isn't like a really good example because like it's gonna base things on like what cards I have in here and like how much stats these would like. It's weird. This is so like keep in mind how this actually works, right? It's not how you think it is. It's not like a legit. It's just like how many stats you can get. It's a somewhat good indicator, but it's not the best. And this is like the JP on the current thing. So generally, you're gonna have no SSR dupes. You'll probably have SR dupes maxed. So if you have all the SR dupes maxed, you have no SSRs, right? All of these SSRs give you way more stats than almost all of these SSRs without stats. Usually, you're looking at least 3 LB for any SSR to start outperforming the SRs. Now, some will outperform at like 2. It's still pretty even, right? Like Sweep Tosho is still going to give you like the most bang for your buck almost all the time. Even in this is current JP, right? Still like a top tier card you could throw in your deck. It's going to give you like good value, right? 3 stars really when it really escalates, but this is like $500, right? Every time. You're not going to get these all the time. Okay? These are very doable, very easy to get. Super doable. Same thing with stamina cards, right? Super Creek has super longevity. She's literally like the best stamina card for the foreseeable future. She's actually like a mandatory requirement currently, right? In the current career, in the current PvP trials, if you don't run full Limit Break Super Creek, aka you have to borrow it. If you're not doing that, you're just like, do not even think about being competitive in PvP. Okay, so do you guys know how much stamina is required, right? So this is the reference document, right? Let's just look at how to train. Synergy, is it up here? Right? Do you know what the stamina requirements are, right? If you have so like I see this all the time when I look at the PvP trials and I look at like people I'm racing against, and I'm like, man, their long team is like super bad. You actually don't want 1200 speed in long races for your long racer. You want max stamina. Okay? You actually need more than that, right? Where's the requirements? He has the requirements posted somewhere. You should read through this, by the way, because this will completely change how you look and think about the game. Because some of you were getting information from people who don't know what the fuck they're talking about and are telling you very incorrect, wrong things. Okay. This will basically cover literally everything. It'll even tell you like what to recommend pulling, like what's the good stuff when it comes out, right? Lessons for the future, join a club, your first month, all these things. This is a very, very good write-up. I don't necessarily agree with like he has his own little tier list in here for cards, support cards. I don't necessarily agree with like some of them that he wrote, but like it'll explain everything, anything you could want to know, how races work, how different stats work, different aptitude values. It's all in here. Very useful information. I highly suggest you read through this. I'm not a guide maker. I just provide information and talk and you can listen and decide things for yourself, right? You need, right? If you're a long runner, where is it? Center for speed. Yeah, here it is. If you're a long runner, for example, he points it out right here, right? If you have 1200 speed and 1000 stamina, you lose to 200 speed, 1200 stamina in a long race. You don't understand how much speed you lose from running out of stamina. It's fucking horrible. You lose so much speed. So in long races and medium races, you need a ton of stamina. A ton. That's why people value, if you guys don't understand, why do people value these stamina cards, like these stamina skills so much? Because these gold stamina recovery skills drastically reduce how much stamina you need to train. And stamina is like one of the hardest stats to train, especially right now, because the only real good stamina card is fucking Super Creek. And even in the future, there's not really like a bunch of stamina cards to get released. Like Super Creek's kind of like the top dog for a while. Like obviously, like I said, Santono can be good if she's max LB, like still usable. Otherwise, like in terms of global right now, like this Top Gun is like your best bet. So I'm loving this. Manhattan's still like a good option too. But like you really do like absolutely need Super Creek. And unfortunately, Super Creek's not really good until at least 1 LB, ideally 2 LB. Saiyan Sky can be good, but she also needs LBs. I think she's actually, Saiyan Sky is like one of the rare card SSRs that is good even as the level 30. Like I use her. She is better than a max limit break Manhattan. I would agree with that. She's actually a very strong card, stamina card, even without dupes. But obviously like 1 LB is huge for her, pushes her up. Very usable. So Saiyan Sky is a very good stamina card as well. But mostly like Super Creek is kind of mandatory. You are not hitting 900 stamina for medium races without Super Creek and swinging Maestro. Like these two are like mandatory requirements. Okay. So if you're wondering why you can't win PvP trials or why you're struggling with daily races, it's like I talked about when I covered that, it's because you don't have the stamina. Stamina is literally the most important stat in the game. You have to hit the bare minimum requirements for the track types that you run, or the speed that you're building is useless. So yeah, you have Kitasan Black. Congratulations. Do you also have stamina cards? You don't have good stamina cards? Okay, you can have 1200 speed all day, but if you don't have at least like the 900 speed required for a medium track, your character is fucking worthless, okay? If you don't have the 700 or 600 or 800 required for miles, it's worthless. 500 for sprint. This is why Bakashin is super easy to train, right? Bakashin, you could just get a ton of power and ton of speed, because power is more important on shorter tracks. Another like misconception is that like late surgers and end closers need power. They don't. That's the misconception. They value speed more. They value speed and stamina. The benefit of a late closer is you can use less stamina. And if you don't know, end closers actually need more stamina than late closers. It's front runners, pace chasers, end closer. Late surgers use the least stamina. Okay. Why is that? Actually, I really don't know. I think it's just because like end closers are so far behind, they have to expend more stamina to catch up. That's the only thing I can think of, honestly. Like, because the whole point of being end closers, you're avoiding the pack, and then you're kind of like shooting ahead, like on the outside angle. It is kind of weird, but like I did confirm with somebody, like end closers do need more stamina than late surgers, which is weird. So late surgers, you can shave off 100 stamina on your requirements as a late surger. Now, you should still hit the minimum anyway, because the people run debuffs in PvP. Even one debuff, if you're under the minimum cap, all your speed's gone. So the only way to do this is with Super Creek right now. It's going to be like this for like another month or so, right? So that's why I said like Super Creek is way more value right now than Kitasan Black. Okay, because like there's no issue of hitting 1200 speed even without Kitasan. There's absolutely no reason like you can't hit it without her. Now, granted, you could argue that like, hey, it makes it a little easier because now I can swat in like one more speed card, one more stamina card. But I would still argue like Kitasan Black on this career is not enough to like offset like dropping one speed card. Like you're gonna want probably 5 speed card, 1 stamina, or 4 and 2. And like 4 and 2 is not ideal. Like honestly, you just want like a 1/5 cost Super Creek is probably enough to hit like 800 stam on average. If you're running a long runner, you're probably going to need two stam cards. Um, so yeah, just so you know, I see people running with like 350 stamina, 1200 speed, 350, like just insane shit. I'm just like, guys, that's not how the game works. Like stamina is the most important stat. Then it's speed, okay, and then it's power. And then arguably like wits, guts, right? There's also mandatory requirements for guts, right? Like depending on what size race you need, all the way up to like 350, right? As like a minimum cap. Wit, same thing, 300, probably 350, 400 to be safe. Like these are hard stats. This is hard to do, right? So the problem is a lot of people just don't even understand how the game works. So this is why I said Super Creek is a way more valuable reroll target than anything else. Now, people told everybody Fine Motion was a reroll target. I don't know why. I really don't. Fine Motion is good. Wit cards are absolutely useless right now. If you don't have full 9-star inheritance, like wit cards do nothing for you. You like until you get to that point, like you can't use the wit cards. Like they're worthless. Like I guarantee you, if you're using wit cards in your runs, take them out. Put in another speed card, or throw in another power card, or throw in another stamina card. You're gonna have infinitely better runs, right? Do like a Sakura Bakushin run, and have like just train speed power because you get stamina from power. So just get like 2 good power cards, and just like four speed cards, and just get like 1200 speed, 900 power. You'll probably end up with like 500 stamina by the end, probably. Which is what you want. You want 500 stamina for sprint, right? And you'll be able to consistently do that if you drop the wit card. Just do it. I'm telling you. And like Fine Motion is great. Like, don't get me wrong, great card, super great card. Not the best wit card in the future. She gets power crept very hard. But in current global, pretty good. Let's look at global, right? Pretty good. Issue, but like not that much better than Agnes, right? I have two copies of her. Most people probably don't. So if you don't, let's just say on average, most people just have 1 copy. Where is she, guys? Oh, she's all the way down here. That's crazy. All of these SR wit cards are infinitely better than Super Creek, including the free one they just gave you, right? Who's free to max out. Way better. I'm not Super Creek. Way better than Fine Motion. Okay, 1 dupe. Okay, 1 dupe. She's on par with the free one that they gave you. Okay? This is why I said this is actually a really good card. I'm glad they gave it to you. 2 dupes. Okay, now we're on par with Agnes Tachyon and, Marvelous Monday and Dover. Okay? Now we're finally on par with the SRs with 2 dupes. Most of you are not getting 2 dupes. I barely see anybody sharing this card. This was not a good reroll target. I don't know why people suggested it. Even in the future, like she does get power crept. There will be better wit cards. I don't know why people suggested. Like you can see, even with 2 dupes, like in the future, like she's still like a B tier card. She's not really better than this. There's another SR card that comes out. Another SR card comes out that are better. It's just like it was retarded, bro. I don't know why people were telling people Fine Motion, reroll Fine Motion. The Super Creek was always the primary reroll target, and now obviously it's Kitasan. Like just plain and simple. You could argue like what was like another good reroll target, like probably Vodka for a power card. I guess could have been a good reroll target. Vodka is an extremely good power card. Lasts a very long time. Like still one of the best cards. She's still like one of the best power cards. So is Alcondra Plaza. Nice thing about Vodka though, like if you do need power, she's like literally just straight good even at level 30. With 1 dupe, she's the best power card in global, by far. Like it's not even close, right? But even at level 30, she's still like the 3rd best option. Obviously, Amazon and Mihono are the best options if you have nothing else. I actually think the Daitaku is a little bit better than Mihono, so I'd probably use Amazon in Daitaku, or maybe Biwa. I don't know. I don't think Biwa has good. It depends on their skills, right? So they're all kind of even. So this is the thing with global right now because of how this career works. Every card is kind of on par, right? And this is what I'm talking about, like Sweep Tosha, right? So if you only have one dupe of Kitasan, like Sweep Tosho and King Halo and Aishin are all better than Kitasan, right? It's not until Kitasan hits 3 stars where she like leaps ahead, and it's not by much, right? So you're way better off just focusing on the SR cards. In the current career, there's almost no difference between all these cards. Like they're all kind of the same stat gains. It's all very similar. That's why you see whales doing PvP and they have all these like maxed out SSRs, but they're still struggling and they're still losing to people with just SRs. It's because in the current career, the stat gains are all pretty similar. Okay. Um. So yeah, I mean, I don't know what else really to talk about, guys. Like, I'm just telling you, free to plays, light spenders, don't light spend at all. Either hard commit, I'm going to spend $500 to $800 every month, or don't spend and just play free to play. Free to plays, like I'm telling you, you want to save your currency. Like just do a little bit of pulling here and there. You're right. Like don't go for the pity. Don't dump 30K. Just put like 50 pulls in. See if you get lucky. Build up a little bit of SRs that way, and just save your coins, right? Because you're gonna want the horses. There ain't no way you ain't gonna want the horses. Do you know how boring it is? Like to play the same fucking 4 characters every single career over and over again. It's fucking boring, right? You're gonna want the horses. You're gonna want the better horses. They drastically improve in quality over time. Like they get cooler looking skills. They get more gold skills. They just get better. They look better. They perform better. You're gonna want the horses. Trust me. Like there ain't no way you guys ain't gonna want the horses. And this huge slop of carrots that you got at the start in this first month, do not think that this is happening every month. Your total carrot gains per month, I think it's like 3,000 at best if you're playing like every day. Maybe less than that. It's not a lot. So, yeah, I think it's like, yeah, you're looking at like 8 months or 6 to 8 months or something like per pity, like to save enough to get a pity, basically. My math could be wrong. I'm just thinking at the top of my head, so somebody else probably has the hard math, but it's really bad, guys. Like, if you wasted all your early currency, like if you're free to play and you went all in on this Kitasan banner and you don't have Super Creek, you don't you don't have like a good power card, like vodka, for example. Like if you got like absolutely nothing out of this and you ended up with like maybe like 1 limit break Kitasan, bro, your account is fucking borked. Like I actually suggest you just start over if you spent no money. Like you might as well just start over and try to just like 3LB Kitasan or like 3LB like Super Creek or something, which would be a lot harder, but it's still doable. Like yeah, if you're not at least 3LBing Kitasan Black as a reroller, brand new player, like just don't even bother playing. Like I'm be real. Like wait a few months until Super Creek banner starts and then reroll on that banner instead, I guess, if you want. I think this is a good banner to reroll on. I think Satona Diamond's like a perfectly fine stamina card, to be honest with you. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like it is what it is, guys. And like I said, you're grown adults, so you can do whatever you want. Like I have to. This is me talking to myself, by the way, because I'm $500 in the hole already. Now I can afford it. It's not ideal. Like I would love to be saving money right now and not spending it on this game. Unfortunately, I have a gambling addiction, which is why I don't play gacha games. And unfortunately, this is a franchise I like, so it sucked me into it. It's really bad. I'll leave the links to all these websites for you in the description. Feel free to skim through them, learn some shit for yourself. But I don't think you guys understand the rabbit hole of this game. Like the true kind of like end game is inheritance. It's farming good inheritance. The reason why currently in PvP trials people are ahead of you, right? Kitasan Black is not going to make you suddenly be in the top 1,000 in the top class of PvP trials. It's not. It's really not. If you think that is, you're fucking delusional and you don't know how the game works. If anything, Kitasan's going to barely change how your runs actually play out, especially in this career. You're not going to really see much of a difference. It might be slightly better, right? What's holding you back is inheritance, right? If you go and look, all the top guys, they all have 9-star blue sparks. Like that's all it is. They all have 9-star blue sparks, because if you have 9-star blue sparks, like just to say you have double 9-star blue staminas, right? On both parents, right? They both have 9-star 63, was it 63 stamina each? So 126. By the end of the run, that usually like doubles, if not goes higher, if you have URA finals in there and you have some other G1 tracks. So you could proc probably like an extra 300 stamina in the run. That's fucking insane, by the way, because you need 800, right? Or 900 for some of the long races or medium races. Actually, you need 1,200 plus for the fucking long races. You need 900 just for the mediums, right? If you're shaving off, 300 to 400 stamina just from inheritance alone, that's fucking nuts, right? That's why these guys are getting these A+ characters. That's why they're ahead of you in PvP. It's not because of their support cards. It's because of their inheritance. Now, you can't pay to win inheritance, so that's kind of how free-to-plays can keep up. If you play smart and you do looping, which you can look into and look how to do that, and you focus on just running over and over again very optimally, very consistently, farming these sparks, getting good sparks, you can somewhat keep up with whales. But eventually the whales will figure out how to actually play the game. It's inevitable, They don't know how to play. Like they're all kind of retarded. I've said this before. I've proven it time and time again. When we used to play Don Machi, like I used to shit on the whales all the time as a free to play, because they don't know how to play. Like they're mostly they have a lot of money, but a lot of them are just retarded, and a lot of them don't even play their own accounts. Like I mean, I used to play whale accounts. Like when we played Crossing Void, what was I playing on stream? Like 4 different accounts, and like 3 of them were super whales that had like everything. And I didn't even want to play my account half the time, because that's what they do. They usually like pay people to play the game for them. But eventually they do outscale you, and then generally eventually they do learn how to play, right? So once they actually learn how to play, you're fucked. That's why it's like, even in my bracket, like I'm in class 3 right now. Not class 4, but class 3. I'm like a class behind because I didn't really bother PvP the first few days. Like the guys at the top of my class are super whales. Like you can tell by looking at their support, it's all max out SSRs. It's insane. But like they're like barely beating me, right? And then if you look at like the actual top players, a lot of them are just running SR cards. Their decks are like, they're kind of shit, but they all have really good inheritance. And that's all kind of luck, but also kind of like somewhat knowing what you're supposed to be doing. So that's really the key to the game, is inheritance. But obviously eventually everybody will kind of get there, eventually. So then support cards play a bigger role, but right now support cards are not the reason why you suck at PvP trials. It's because you have shitty inheritance. You don't have 9-star sparks. You don't have a bunch of G1 race sparks. You don't have URA finals. You're not building the correct parent skills, like unique skills, into the correct racer. So like, for example, Agnes Tachyon's skill is very valuable for medium and long runners. You should pretty much work on Agnes Tachyon loops to build her up, and probably try to 3-star her immediately so you can give her skill to other people. It's extremely useful. It's like every character who runs medium and long races probably wants her unique skill. Or like Super Creek's unique skill is pretty good too. Stamina recovery. Like Augury Cap has a really good unique skill to trade to a lot of people. Everybody can kind of benefit from it if they're a pace chaser or a late charger or an end closer. Same thing with Tokai Teo. Tokai Teo's skill is like not as good as Augury's, but it's still pretty valuable to trade to people. This is how the game actually works. You can read. He has a pretty good breakdown in here. At some point in this 144 page document that explains like looping and inheritance and how deep the rabbit hole actually goes. People specifically like breed certain ume together for certain characters later on in order to make that character really strong. Like Summer Augury is really strong, but only if you actually like set her up properly. So there's a whole metagame to inheritance and breeding. I'm going to call it breeding because that's what it is. Let's be real. That I don't think any of you actually understand, because most of the content creators who are like on the bigger end covering the game don't understand either, like how insane the rabbit hole gets on inheritance and how that actually works, and like how important that actually is. And that's the real difference maker right now. It's not support cards. It will be support cards in the future. It's not right now, right? So if you sat through this whole rant, hopefully you took something from it. As somebody who is currently spending like anywhere from $500 to $1,000 a month in this game right now, that's what I'm on track to do, which is horrible. It fucks with your brain. So I'm just warning you now. Like, do not fall into the rabbit hole. Some of you, this is your first gotcha game. This is like one of the most predatory ones, like period. It's super bad. Don't spend any money. If you're not going to hard commit like $1,000 a month, don't spend any money. Like I'm telling you, if you're not going to give like $500 to $1,000 a month in this game, don't spend any money. It's not worth it. You're not going to get shit out of the game. That being said, you could always get lucky. And if you get lucky, congratulations. But your luck won't last forever. Most people, 99% of people are not going to get lucky. I think the game still has value. It's still fun, even if you don't like chase all these SSR cards. They're not necessary. Like all the SR cards are all still very strong, even in all the way 4 years from now into JP like meta banners and shit. Like it's still strong. Focus on SRs. Focus on building your inheritance. And the best way to build your inheritance is by having more horses and good horses, right? There's a couple characters like Majiro Ryan, like I talked about. She has good inheritance. She's a good parent ume. You want to raise her up. Case in point, if you don't believe me, the thing is, you got to remember that some of these aren't good now. They will be later. Majiro Ryan, right? I told you this is like a secret overpowered character, right? When she gets her buffs, like Killer Tune is one of the best gold skills in the game. I'm pretty sure Rising Dragon is an extremely good skill too. Her unique skill is extremely good. She has good evolutionary skills. This is like future, right? It's not now, but this is a good character to start building up, right? That's why I said that. And I kind of gave you guys that hint, right? Top Gun is also like a good character right now to kind of build up a little bit. Let me see if I can even find her in this list. That's not in alphabetical order. There we go. I think anyway, as far as I remember, yeah, she's like, she's kind of bad here. I think like right now on global, she's actually pretty good. If you build her up, she's not good later on. But then obviously, like she has other ones like Catgirl. My own Top Gun is very strong, right? So, yeah, I'm just preparing you guys. I don't think some of you understand. I see like dumb comments like, well, I got lucky and I got Kitasan Black, so like I'm chilling, bro. I'm super like, no, you have no carrots. Like I'm proud of you. You have it. Sure. You have no currency left, bro. Like you are not pulling anything else for the rest of the year. Like you're done. You're not pulling anything else for the rest of the year. Like that was it. The free currency is going to dry up very quickly, guys. They're very stingy on this shit. From what I understand, you're not even going to get like SSR tickets until like anniversary events, and that's like the only time they ever like put them out. So yeah, it's bad. So be careful. Don't gamble. Don't be me. Like I can afford it somewhat. but it's not good, and it fucks with your brain because my brain is currently in this thought process, right? Because I'm 80. I have 2 copies. I'm 80 pity in. My brain is going, well, if I just spend another $250 on top of the $500 I spent, it's a good investment because I'm gonna get the pity. So that's 2 LB, and then more than likely I'm gonna pull another one in 120 pulls, surely, right? That is like the most unhinged, fucked up mental thought to ever cross my mind. And like even now as I'm saying it, my mind's like, yeah, it doesn't sound bad. Bro, just think about it. $750 for one support card. That is fucking mentally ill. I'm disgusted with myself that I'm even okay with doing that. Like that, it's fucking retarded. It's absolutely retarded. So just please, just think about what you're doing. Understand the game you're playing, and just like prepare better, right? And be careful with what bigger content creators do and say. Like, I thought we all agreed after Genshin and like the debacle of Genshin and shit that happened with MTash and shit. I thought we all agreed that we wouldn't do these like big videos of like spent $10,000 pulling Kitasan Black. Like, I thought we weren't going to do that anymore. I thought everybody agreed that that shit is like really bad to do and fucks with people really bad because it encourages you. It's like CS gambling videos, right? When these guys do like $10,000 on CS:GO skins, like that shit makes people gamble. It's like it's addictive. Like that's why it's so bad. Like please understand like what the fuck is going on and what you're watching, what you're consuming. Like we all agreed this was bad, and now they're all doing it again. And like I get it. We're all lost in the sauce because the game's really good. It's a really good franchise. It's just unfortunately the mobile game is super predatory. But it's like I get it. I'm falling into it too. I didn't think I would ever fall into a gacha game like this and spend this much money ever again. Like I haven't done it in years, and like because I know better. I've learned my lesson plenty of times. Spending insane amounts of money in some of these games and never even playing them again. Like don't even ask me how much money is I spent on Fate Grand Order. Like I don't even want to talk about it. That's arguably even more predatory than this game. We won't talk about it though. And I don't even play that game anymore. I haven't played that game in years. Spent thousands in that game for no reason at all. Fucking just complete waste of money. Life-changing money, by the way. If I invested that money or did anything else with that money, my life would be substantially better right now. So I'm just telling you, be careful.